This is my Ducati 2004 ST3 that I am putting up for sale. It recently had its 30K service performed by Motorcycle Performance of Madison, Wisconsin. The bike is actually getting stronger and smoother as it gets older. It's been very well maintained. The service intervals have been performed, and the oil and filter have been changed every 1.5 thousand miles. So it's really been taken care of well. It has a few scratches, nothing major, but overall it's in very, very good condition. And I'd like to show you some of the bike, give it a walk around so you have a better understanding of this particular bike that I'm selling. Alright, for the most part it is an all-stock bike. I'd like to show you a few of the slight changes that have been done to it to make it more comfortable. Presently, you'll notice that I have a peg lowering kit that drops the rider's pegs about an inch and a half. Those I plan to remove from the bike, but otherwise then the rider's position is stock. The handlebars can be adjusted up and down. I have them adjusted at their highest height. So you can modify the stock bike to fit you better. The changes, the non-stock upgrades, are a Throttle Meister cruise control. I have a Pro Grip tank cover, protects it from scratches. I have these lash points that I've attached to both the panniers that allow you to attach any sort of device that might have an elastic cord to it and a hook. I have placed reflective tape on the back of the panniers to make you more conspicuous at night. And you may have noticed that there are these unusual carbon panels here. There's a little echo of it right up here as well. It's totally ornamental. This is the result of the previous owner, and I'll go to the other side where you might see it better in sunlight. The previous owner was an electrician, and he had wired some marine speakers to the trellis frame on each side of the bike at that point. And to accommodate them, he had to cut out a piece of each of the side fairings. And instead of replacing the side fairings, which was moderately expensive, I bought this nice sheet of carbon fiber, stiff carbon fiber, and I made these panels and attached them. And they're unusual. I think they look rather nice. I thought that was a pretty inventive solution. I am a visual artist. Maybe that's where it came from. When people ask me about those panels, I just reference in a cryptic way some sort of engine modification that I wasn't willing to share with them at that moment. So that's fun. But essentially, that's all that is, just to cover up a small piece of material that's missing. The bike itself is in great shape, as I referenced earlier, very clean, been well taken care of. It's cleaned before a ride, it's cleaned after a ride. Most of the mileage on this bike is the result of touring. The previous owner used it as a commuting bike between his home in San Diego and his parents' home in San Francisco. So he would either bomb up Highway 1 or go up and down Highway Coast 1 in California. The bike itself is a sport touring bike, so you can tour on it. I've done 600, 700 mile days on this bike, and it's pretty comfortable in that regard. It's not like a Goldwing, but it's once you get to your site, your destination, it's a great bike to take the bags off of, make the adjustments to your rebound and compression damping on the rear shock, and just have fun. It's very, very sporty. The front end plants itself extremely well. I think the forks on the front forks are great, and it uses Brembo brakes, which will haul you down at any speed. It's a pleasure to ride. You hit some choppy road and those and on a corner, and those front forks will keep that front tire planted. It's in very good condition, as I said earlier. It's ready for a new rider. The rider could be you. It would be a great commuting bike. Luggage is easy to take on and off. Fairly capacious, you can get a lot in there. The tank is metal, so you could use a magnetic tank bag if you wish. And it is a Ducati, so it sounds like a Ducati, which means it purrs and it growls. Big V thumper, great power. I get gas mileage anywhere from 36 to 46 miles per gallon, depending upon just how aggressive I'm cracking the throttle. Low 40s is pretty consistent. At 75 miles per hour, you're in a bike sweet zone. Just purrs along, no vibes at all through the handle bars, and crack that throttle and you go. Okay, so that's my 2004 DucatiST3 that's up for sale. Please contact me if you have any questions. It's very easy to modify this bike to fit you better with a lot of aftermarket products. I think Desmo Times is the website. Very comfortable stock seat too. You'll love that. All right, that's all I have to say. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.